The basic commands for creating drawings are on what are known as ribbons. So these are our ribbons in AutoCAD. The ones we're going to focus on for this video are the basic drawing ones. So if we start off, if I wish to draw a line, if I click on the line, you notice the crosshairs, I can click anywhere in my drawing. So as I click, I can then move across and I can draw a line anywhere I like. Each time I click, it carries on. I can draw anywhere I wish to. If I'm trying to draw a shape, one of the things that I can do is to type the letter C on the command line. In the command line, if I go down and type the letter C and hit enter, you'll notice that what that actually does is to close the shape, or it makes the shape. If I wish to get rid of that, then what I can then do is, if I click anywhere and then drag my mouse across to the left, can you see how you get the green rectangle? When I click, it's selected all the lines. If I now click on delete, then I can remove my drawing. So if I go back up to the line, again I can click anywhere I wish to, so I'm going to click here, down to here. Now if you only wish to draw one line, then you need to hit the enter key. You're then free to move your cursor away again. Again, if we want to get rid of the line, last time we deleted by selecting on the right and moving to left. I can do exactly the same thing. If I click on anywhere on the left and move to the right, this time you'll notice I get a blue box. Again, clicking, hitting the delete key will remove the line from the drawing. Equally, if I wanted to draw a rectangle, then I can click on the rectangle icon, click anywhere I wish to on screen, left click. You'll notice down here it's asking you to specify the corner of the rectangle, so I can move anywhere I wish to here. So if I wish to go here, I left click again. I've now got my rectangle. Again, if I wish to remove the rectangle, I can either click, move left, and I get the green rectangle, left click and hit delete. With all of the commands on the drawing ribbon, if we make a mistake, there are a couple of ways that we can correct. So if I start off, I'm going to go across, I'm going to draw a line. So I start to draw a line here, so as we've seen before, by clicking I can continue with my line, and then when I've finished, if I press enter, that would then give me my line. If I wasn't happy with what I'd drawn, I can go up to the top here, and when I click undo, that will remove everything. Now it could have been, if we go back to our drawing, if I draw another drawing, if it had got to here and then I went to there and then suddenly realised that actually I've drawn it into the wrong place, what I can do is, if I go down to my command line, you've got the option to undo, and if I click on undo, it'll remove the last command that you did. So again, I can click on undo and it'll take it back. So if I only wanted the first line, by hitting enter, I would then only end up with the first line. Again, if we click on, for example, doing an arc, so if I click on an arc, if I start to do an arc and then realise, well, actually I didn't want to do an arc, to escape that command, you hit the escape key and that will remove that command for you. If I wish to draw a polygon, so I can go up to my downward arrow and I can select polygon from the menu. So I'm going to click on polygon. You'll notice down here it's asking me how many sides do I wish for my polygon. So in this case I'm going to draw one with 6 sides, type in 6. I'm going to hit enter. It's then asking me, do you want to have an edge of size, or do you want the centre of the polygon to be identified? So I'm going to move my mouse, I'm going to click there and say I'd like the centre of the polygon to be in that position there. It's then asking me, do I want it to be inscribed in a circle or circumscribed about a circle? So I'm going to circumscribe it about a circle. So that's the C, which you can see is already defaulted, so I'm just going to hit enter, and you can see there I can move my mouse and I can resize, I can rotate the polygon by just moving my mouse around. When I get to where I would want the polygon to be, if I left click, I then fix the polygon in position. Again, if I wish to delete, I can simply click, move in this case from left through to right, click and hit delete. What I'm now going to do is draw a circle. So if I go up, I can click on the circle, I get various options. The two most common ones are the top two, so in this case I'm going to do one with a diameter. So if I select on there, always take note of your command line. It's saying identify the centre point for the circle, so I'm going to identify the centre point as there. Now it's then saying what would I like the diameter to be. Now I can either move my mouse and you can see there that it starts to draw the circle for me. The other option that I have is I can go down to the command line and I can type in the size that I want. So if I said I would like my diameter to be 100, if I type in 100 and press enter, that will now draw a circle of 100 millimeters for me. If I want to create a wavy line, I can go along to the draw, because if you notice if I click on that arrow I get more options to draw different things. So in this case I'm going to draw a wavy line, so clicking on there, click on, it's known as a spline. So as I start, can you see how as I start to form it I can get a wavy line? Simple as that. Again, once I've finished creating my wavy line, I'm going to hit enter. To remove, I'm just going to draw across and delete. If I wish to draw an arc, I can click on arc. In this case I'm going to just go for a 3-point arc. So if I pick on any 3 points, 1, 2, can you see how it starts to form the arc, and 3. And again, when I click on the left, it then forms my arc. So if I then wish to draw another shape to add on to that arc, so I'm going to go back up to my shape here and I'm going to draw a rectangle. Now as I start to draw where my rectangle is, can you see as I move my arc I get that green rectangle. So if I click there and start to drag across, as it joins the other one again, at the top there I get the green rectangle, and then I can come straight down. That would then enable me to draw my rectangle attached to the arc. If I wish to draw another arc, again I can click on the arc, I can click, and again it starts to form the arc, and notice the green little square tells me I'm going to snap. It's called an object snap, and that enables me to snap to the rectangle so I can join very, very accurately. If I want to do the other end again, back up to my arc, click on my arc, I want a 3-point arc, so I'm doing 1, 2, and it starts to form the arc, get the green rectangle and click, finally up to the arc, click, and click again, and I've now managed to draw an arc around about my rectangle.